live, baby. Press box party. Street me 3-5, everything live, baby. Press box party. Saying it's a party in New York City.
Yo, what is up? You are listening to the Press Box Party. I am Antoine, and you are on Stream 35 Radio on MixLR. And you might be watching on YouTube. We just went live. Look for Stream 35 Radio. And you can find us on YouTube as well if you want to get a glimpse of what's going on in the studio. If you haven't already downloaded MixLR's app, do that. You can follow the station, get notified when we're live, and then you can also subscribe on the YouTube channel and keep up with when we go on. Also follow the station on Twitter at Stream35 Radio. I'm Antoine. I'm broadcasting live from Studio 35 in the heart of Manhattan. It is just after about 8:15 Eastern for our live listeners. What's up? You know we're going to have a live phone line. That is going to be 917-477-7737. That's 917-477-7737. And, if you can't make a call at some point during the show, hit us on the chat. We'll address your comments and questions there. And before we get to it, got to introduce my guest. He is just back from his road trip from Wisconsin, the Ill Mill, Milwaukee. As you heard in the open, we had some ode to Milwaukee there with the Knuck If You Buck. But I think you know who we got over here. We got a member of the Midwest Mafia, and you guys know him as Whitey. Whitey, what is up? And who would have thought you'd be coming in here to with some closure, some good closure this time around?
You can call me anything you want, but you got to call me a champ.
You are a champ. And if you're watching on YouTube, Whitey rocking the Bucks tee with a ring, long-awaited ring. How many years? I lost
50. A measly 50.
I know you'll tell us. Measly 50 years.
Yeah, no biggie. You know. They'll win another one when I'm 89.
Whitey comes back into Studio 35 as a champ.
Underdog to top dog.
When was the last time we had you in here? It was during the Nets series, right?
No, it was the pregame of Game 1 where I
gave
out.
Yeah, that's right.
I gave out some great predictions.
Yeah, you came in when it was 0-0.
If people,
the night of the first game.
If people had listened to me,
the series.
If people listened to me, we called out a Jay Crowder prop bet. I explained to you that Jay Crowder loved tormenting the Bucks, and he didn't hit the first night, and then he hit the next 5 games for those who tried to keep track. And I put out a Suns in 7 prediction, and that was back when we thought Giannis was going to be limited. So you might remember if Giannis hadn't gotten hurt, or before Giannis got hurt, the Bucks were the title favorites, and I think people kind of forgot that after they lost the first 2 games, and then Giannis kind of showed them what's what.
Yeah, man. That was... I tell you, the Bucks talking about them disposing of teams in... the Bucks basically did that. Do we call that a reverse sweep?
I call it the Raptors sweep after they did that to the Bucks a couple years ago.
Yeah, they did that to the Bucks after 0-2.
But yeah, so the Bucks came back from 2-0 deficits.
Mr. Whitey doesn't forget anything here.
Oh no, those were the last playoff games I'd gone to before this year.
So on the eve, the last time we talked to Whitey, right when the series started, Bucks dropped the first 2, and then pretty much right after that, you made a road trip to your hometown.
I headed back to the Mill the day after they lost Game 2. I had to get back in time to attend Game 3. And then, of course, I ended up attending Game 4 and Game 6 as well. And we know how those turned out, don't we?
Gosh. It was all a blur to me. I got to watch some of those Milwaukee games. One of those Milwaukee games out in San Diego with a few, let's just say a few Suns fans. San Diego. Huge Phoenix, Arizona destination for vacation and for other reasons. And then a lot of them live there. I tell you, the bar I was at, it was all Suns. They were feeling good even after that blowout loss in Game 3. Game 4 now. So Game 3, yeah, you were happy, but the Bucks finally did what they were supposed to do.
Well, I was telling people the Bucks were going to cover Game 3 easily, and that Game 4 would probably be a dogfight because Phoenix was playing with house money in Game 3, up 2-0 already. So it's not that they weren't trying. It was just they didn't play very well. The game got out of hand by the second quarter. And then game 4, of course, lots of Phoenix fans in the building in Milwaukee. And I've never seen a
There
fan.
were.
Oh, yeah. I
Wow.
was sitting next to several Suns fans, and, when they collapsed at the end of that fourth quarter, I've never seen a fan base look so shell-shocked. And I guarantee you, deep in their hearts of hearts, they knew the series was over when they dropped that game. I think the Suns did too. You had people, putting out some false bravado, talking the talk, but after they blew that game 4 and they shot 50% and Milwaukee shot 40% and still won, the Bucks were just bullying them. Second chance points, points in the paint, transition points. Phoenix is shooting the lights out and still losing the games. It's like that was the telltale sign.
And Whitey is here in studio. I forgot to intro you.
Niggas coming at my neck like my team ain't the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got beans, Cam, Jay, Bleak, Freeway.
Whitey is.
Champions, my friends. I may have heard this song a couple of times during the parade. Definitely heard it in Fiserv after Game 6 as well, believe it or not.
So not only did you get to watch your team win 3 games, that Phoenix game was something.
Oh, it sure was. I was in Fiserv for that one as well.
Yeah, and you took in. Yeah, you got to take this through. Tell us what it was like. I mean, quite a drought altogether for this, because you can't count Packer
No, you can't.
championships as
You can't.
Milwaukee.
No, you definitely cannot. Milwaukee hadn't won anything since 1971, and the only one they'd won other than that were the Milwaukee Braves in 1957. And, pretty soon the Braves are going to be the Guardians, so once they have that name change, I don't even know if we can count that anymore.
Yeah, and then, I mean, it all worked out to where Milwaukee got to clinch it at home as well.
I know.
Giannis made damn near all his free throws.
We had a lot of cocky Suns fans thinking the Suns were going to be closing that out at home in Game 5, didn't we?
We did.
We sure did.
And we'll see if any of them call in.
Yeah, we had a lot of exuberant Suns fans chirping.
I see.
Both in Milwaukee, online. Suns podcasts were lit. I played you that clip of the one Suns podcast where the guys were hoping that Milwaukee won a game in Milwaukee so that they could clinch it at home in Game 5. And all I can say is you better be careful what you wish for. Your team hasn't won jack shit ever. Maybe you shouldn't be so cocky about having the other team win finals games. I don't know. I wasn't rooting for Phoenix in any of those games. I can't speak for Suns fans. But that's what you get.
So what did they do, man? Why do you think they just were able to dominate them in those 4 games?
Well, for one thing, they had the best player in the series, right? In Game 2, I was doing deep dives, obviously, because there were 3 days in between games, and I'm a huge Bucks fan, and I'm looking for silver linings. And Phoenix shot 20 of 40 from 3 in Game 2. And if you looked at the analytics, in terms of shot quality and shot expectation, effective field goal expectations, the Bucks would have won Game 2 90% of the time. It's just that you had an outlier shooting night from Phoenix, and Middleton and Holiday stunk. And so it kind of got to a point where, because the Bucks were getting so many second chance points in offensive rebounds, that based on shot quality alone, the Bucks should have been winning all those games. And as you know, like in Game 5, Phoenix shot 53% from the field and 68% from 3, and they were getting their asses kicked in the fourth quarter by like 14 points still. It reached a point where the math was in Milwaukee's favor.
Got a little weird. The last game was looking a lot like
Game 5.
yeah,
Well, that was the
vice
thing.
versa.
People got so used to Devin Booker shooting the lights out because whoever Drew Holiday wasn't guarding between Chris Paul and Devin Booker, if he took Booker, Chris Paul was doing well. That hand injury didn't seem to bother Chris Paul when he scored. When he scored 28 points in Game 6. I don't know. He seemed pretty good in Game 1 and 2 as well. But then Drew Holiday goes on him, and suddenly his left hand's about to be amputated. If you listen to the media.
Here, I even fired up some sound from the games for you.
Oh God.
Once again comes out of nowhere and throws it off the backboard. Giannis down the other end. He banks it home.
Oh yeah. So that was
Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo.
So I can tell you all about that block. I was
Please
sitting
do.
18 rows off the floor in the corner behind the baseline of that basket that Giannis blocked that shot in Game 4. And obviously, I stayed sober for those games, except for Game 5, the road game I got smashed in 5-serve. But I was sober when that Giannis block happened, and I was losing my mind because, they were holding on to a 2-point lead. And I was basically just screaming at Suns fans in the section as they looked completely dazed and confused. But as I was leaving 5-serve, I had multiple people texting me, "Can you believe that Giannis block?" And I was like, yeah, it was a great block, of an alley-oop. People are like, no, you have to watch the replay to see where Giannis was standing when Booker puts up the lob. And then you see Giannis has a foot on the free throw line, so he covers about 15 feet
Right.
before he jumps up and
But
blocks him at the rim.
Wingspan.
And I was like, holy shit. I was telling a friend of mine, when I die, that's going to be the last image in my mind.
Better than the teabag that
Much
happened
bet-
at MSG.
Yeah, we saw the teabag live,
Yep,
and
Giannis jumped right over was
Tim
it Mr.
Hardaway. It sure was. We saw that.
Driving. Chicken wings again. In the lane. Holiday rips it away. 16
We gotta talk
seconds
about
to
that
go
one.
to Giannis. Slam it. How about that?
So like I was telling you, I drank for that
Took
game.
his groceries.
So I drank for that game, and it didn't dawn on me until I sobered up that we could have held for the foul, right? So I think
Oh,
there were
yeah.
like 15 seconds
They
left. Shot clock
they
was off.
Scored right away because
Yeah,
Giannis was wide open.
if they had messed that up somehow and then went on to lose the game, I don't think I would have ever forgiven anyone involved. I might have even shipped Giannis off to Phoenix.
So you're listening to Stream 35 Radio. We are live on YouTube. If you want to get a glimpse of the studio, just hit Stream 35 Radio. Find the live feed there. No spaces needed when you search it. Got Whitey in studio. So
If you ever need a source of entertainment, by the way, there's a new
Yeah.
Twitter account that popped up in the last week. It's called The Valley Oop. And all it does is twice a day it tweets out the video of that Valley Oop from Game 5. And it puts a different soundtrack over the video each time.
every time.
Yeah. So we've had In the Air Tonight, we've had the Titanic song. We've had Father Stretch My Arms by Kanye. Who knows what tomorrow will be, but I'll be sure to watch
Beautiful
it twice.
thing.
I've watched
It
that
reminds
at least.
me. It reminds me when Italy beat France in the World Cup. Every night, a particular network on Sunday night for 4 years straight, every Sunday, played the entire game.
Can't blame them.
How many times have you watched the final game
So I've watched the final game only
besides in person?
I've only watched the final game a handful of times, but I have watched the block on Ayton, the Sun block. I've watched that at least 500 times. And I probably watched the Valley Oop at least 250. At least. You know,
And if you are watching on YouTube, Whitey brought Studio 35 a little present, and we got to get hung up.
So
Tell us about this.
So as good
This-
luck,
Yep.
we've
That's
had
good looking.
we've been loaning out my Oscar Robertson jersey for
Right.
my Midwest Mafia collaborator to wear for
Years in the
important
making.
games. Yeah.
Years in the making.
Probably at least 5 years worth of wearing Big O, maybe 4 to 5 years. And so the Big O traveled to San Diego for Game 3. And, Antoine's been wearing the Big O jersey to big games all postseason run.
Yeah.
And so when I was back in the
It's
mill,
like the Big O rally.
I got my hands on an autographed Oscar Robertson print. And I figured it was only right that we put it on loan for Studio 35.
Yeah.
So this thing will be hanging up right behind me pretty soon. Be on the
We got
lookout.
to get it on the wall, but Whitey came bearing a rental gift for the studio, but it's got to be up here.
Yep.
At least for the rest of the year, because
For a long time.
maybe longer. But that's a great throwback. I love the green one I have, but the one on that picture there, that white
Yeah.
one, that's a tough one.
We
You don't
gotta-
see that one around.
We got to work on getting that.
You've
that
never
green
seen that
jersey.
one around, have you?
No.
Yeah.
Nope. Although, like I told you, I think for Game 3 is when I saw a throwback Bucks jersey, a 33, which was Lou Alcindor's number, but on the back it just said Kareem Abdul instead of Abdul-Jabbar. Remember? Kareem Abdul with a dash. And I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, yeah.
somebody massively
Yeah, the one you
fucked that
said.
jersey up.
They tried. Maybe they hit a character limit. Costs more every letter, you know.
It's like one of those things where like it's worth more value because it's some sort of strange screw up. I don't know. It was the weirdest Bucks jersey. Definitely the weirdest Bucks jersey I've ever seen.
So take us through, and then of course we've got the Brewers on in the studio here.
Well,
too.
yeah.
They're up 3-0 on the Pirates.
Yeah, we're back on
First
that
place
regular
Brewers.
season grind.
But yeah, take what was the setting like?
So
The atmosphere.
So Game 6 especially, all the games are pretty crazy, but then Game 6, after the Bucks won Game 5, ticket values in the building went up about 250%. And I had bought tickets 18 rows off the floor for every game. And the first Game 3 and Game 4, those tickets were $1,000 each.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you had a chance to make some money.
Yeah, after the Bucks won Game 4, I quickly bought
You
the Game
opted
6
not to
tickets.
do that, though, huh?
No. I bought the Game 6 tickets basically in the same spot for $1,800 each. And after the Bucks won Game 5, those tickets were going for $4,100.
Yeah, I was gonna say over $4,000. I remember you
Yep.
showed me that.
But by then, the cheapest ticket into the building, or the cheapest
Yeah,
seat,
so you couldn't do a flip move.
right? The cheapest seat would have
Still
been
get your seat.
$2,000. Standing room only was $1,500.
You should have bought more seats down there.
Well, if had I known.
Yeah.
And I also don't know if those.
I
seats,
feel like it's not a big risk though. Well, I guess it is if it's just a game they need to win.
right. So
Yeah.
those seats were filled, but I don't know if they were bought. Right. Like maybe
Right.
someone tried to sell them and failed to sell them, and then just ended up taking the seats. It's possible, that selling that for $1,800 each, or buying them for $4,000 and then trying to sell them for $8,000. If you don't end up selling them, you're taking a bath.
Right.
So this
No,
was
it's a risky move.
this was a once in a lifetime thing. I was like, I'm just going to keep the good seats. I don't need to do that again. When the Bucks make it again, because Giannis said they're going to do it again, and now there are a bunch of Zoni fans. Now they know not to doubt Yanni. Yanni had one of those weird playoff reputations where people thought he was a choker or he's a regular season stat, collector. And people were just doubting Giannis completely unfairly, may I add. And Giannis was balling out the entire
Well,
playoffs.
the free throw thing was
The free throw thing's one aspect of it, but
right. He was still getting his.
yeah, he was still averaging 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists a game entering that finals. And they won Game 7 in Brooklyn. He beat Durant and all that, and that was the toughest test by far. And people just were kind of discounting how good he was. I listened to the Suns podcast. They're like, well, we didn't realize Giannis was going to do that. Like I think they thought Ayton was going to stop him. Those idiots.
Stream 35 Radio Press Box Party Special Edition. We're recapping the NBA Finals, and we've got Whitey in studio, who, of course, born and bred Wisco boy, made sure he was there. I really loved Giannis's, not only what he did in that last game, but what he did the next day when he went to Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah. Ordering 50 nuggets.
Great defender.
Are you gonna say your order?
Can I have a 50 piece? Sorry, I will put you. Can I put your camera? Do you mind or no?
Sure.
There's 150,000 people watching you right now.
Really?
Yes. So can I have please a 50 piece Mac Minis? 50 exactly.
Okay.
Not 51. Not 49. Chicken Minis. Yes. 50. And let me have a large drink, no ice, half Sprite, half lemonade.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
And then can I have
Oh.
Did that lady not know?
Had
the
no
order
i-
taker
had
at
no
Chick-fil-A
idea.
had no clue that's Giannis, and she works at Chick-fil-A in Milwaukee.
So that was in Brookfield. So I was staying at my dad's
Right.
condo. That was about a mile and a half away from me. Had I known Giannis was there, I would have.
Yeah, you should
I
have
would've-
got your notifications.
I would have
set
been
when
running
he
like
goes live.
Yeah, I would have been running like Forrest Gump to that Chick-fil-A had I known. He was letting people touch
of course,
the trophy.
50 piece was in reference to
Yeah,
the
Yanni.
50 piece he had
Yeah, Yanni dropping the 50
the night
piece
before.
in Game 6. Yeah,
Giannis with 50 points in the clinching game.
Ayton didn't seem to stop him during Game 6, from what I could tell. From my vantage point, it seemed like Giannis had a pretty
Giannis,
good
who we
game.
thought was injured,
Oh yeah,
possibly done for the year.
You saw me ahead of that Game 5 against the Hawks when Giannis was out, and I thought the season was over. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was not a very happy camper for about 48 hours, and the Bucks won Game 5, made me feel a bit better. Then they won Game 6, I was feeling good again. And then, Giannis suffered no ligament damage, and it was like, well, he might come back. at some point during the finals, but nobody foresaw him coming back 100% and just completely eclipsing the Suns.
And he only missed one free throw?
Yeah, he missed 2 free throws. He went 17 for 19 in Game 6, but he missed the 19th free throw when the game was out of reach. So I think he did it on purpose so he could have a even 50. You know, it just sounds better, even 50 instead of 51.
So we used to call him Midwest Whitey. I guess now we call him World Champion Whitey.
That sounds better.
Yeah. Another tattoo coming. Whitey, of course, has a very famous
Brewers tat.
Brewers tat. You thought about that yet?
I
Or
don't
we don't
know.
have to. Yeah, we don't have to get into that right now.
I haven't thought that far ahead.
gotta-
I've just been buying all the Bucks merch I can. We'll see.
What a run! What a run!
What a month.
917-477-7737. In a couple of minutes, we're gonna have a producer, rapper, just musical genius out of Milwaukee, Royal Rizzo. He put out a new song about the Bucks. To some degree, I know he's got something else in the bag where he's gonna do an actual rap song. This is just a fun song for the families.
That's all
that
we
they're
need.
playing. Yeah.
I'll
And-
buy that single right now. Unheard.
So we'll tell you how to get that. So that's also coming up in the show. And then anything else you want to cover? If we got some odd news, I don't know if we really need it. The Milwaukee Bucks winning a title is kind of odd news to me. If you would have said it we saw how the whole thing played out, but that was definitely something I did not think we were going to be saying.
I had a nightmare last night that they were losing Game 5.
Especially-
I woke up. I was like,
we
wait.
went through at the Barclays Center.
Oh my god.
And to refresh everyone's memory,
Oh,
I went with Whitey to Game 4.
Game 5.
Five.
Antoine and the Big O.
Game
That
5
series was tied at 2.
of the Eastern Conference Finals. Series
That
tied
was
at 2.
That was the semifinal. It wasn't even the finals. Eastern Conference Finals.
Eastern Conference Finals,
Second round.
And Bucks up
16 at half.
16 at halftime.
I think you were saying that the Nets were plus 700 at that point.
Yep. It might have been 750, I believe.
And I
on the
told
in-running
you,
spread.
I told you, that's probably a good money line. Like,
Yep.
I wouldn't trust Milwaukee.
And that lead evaporated quickly.
Kevin Durant, he put up, I think it was 49, 17, and 10 that game. That was unlike anything I'd ever seen before until, Giannis in Game 6, essentially,
Right.
of the finals. But that, when you think about the different stuff, you saw that one, and then I saw the block on Ayton game. I saw Game 6's 50-piece, and it's like, holy crap. Like, you saw all this crazy shit that never happens for this sad sack franchise. And it all happens in 1 month.
It was. Yep. It sure did happen.
Watching that Game 7 against Brooklyn go to overtime at our lucky bar, the Whiskey Rebel. Just for them to win that game, I was like, the Bucks never win that kind of game.
And when I saw LeBron show up to go support
Game
his
5.
buddy CP, didn't even know they were buddies, by the way.
Last I saw it, LeBron was keeping us
I thought they
an
didn't
update.
like each other.
LeBron was giving us an update on how many games Chris Paul needed to win the finals. It was 2 down, 2 to go.
Yeah.
As of July 8th, I could use an update on that. I never got the update.
Well,
It's been
rumor
3
has it
weeks.
now that he might join LeBron.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't
I
think
think
he'd
he's going
do
to
that?
stay with Phoenix.
Sticks with them. Let's talk about Ayton. Young guy, but what are your thoughts now? You've seen him in
Well, so
person.
people. Well, that's one
Greg
thing.
Oden looking mofo. He does.
He does look like he's 40. He's 22 going on father time.
Yeah.
But I think people, they get so caught up from game to game and recency bias. I've had Ayton on my fantasy team 2 years in a row now. He's like a consistent 15 and 12 guy. And so against the Clippers, he started balling out because the Clippers had no big men. The Clippers started going smaller. And there were a couple games where Ayton played really well against Milwaukee as well. Like he had a 20 and 12, I think, in Game 3. And, a couple other games where he was like 15 and 10 or something like that. But it also kind of felt like he was completely overwhelmed trying to guard Giannis. A couple of the games he got in foul trouble.
A little too wet behind the ears.
Yeah, exactly. And people are forgetting that the Suns were young other than Chris Paul. And the Bucks are experienced in the sense that they've been in the Eastern Conference.
Well, yeah,
Finals
those
a couple
losses,
times.
like you talk about Toronto and all
Right.
that. I mean, that adds up.
That's
part of the whole. They say the process. The process is getting experience and losing playoff.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't go from
That's
not
the
making
reason
the playoffs.
I get so excited when my Redskins get like sneak in the playoffs. I'm like, yeah, if they could reel off a couple like playoff losses, they're
Yeah, it'll
actually going to
help.
start winning them.
It'll help.
Yeah.
Well, people seem to kind of forget that when they were either betting on the Suns or thinking the Suns were going to, roll the Bucks in 5. Like I told you, if the Suns won that series in 5, you could 5-finger slap me. You could just open smack me in the face. Because there should be no way in hell that the Bucks lose 4 out of 5 to Phoenix.
Right.
They shouldn't have lost 4 out of 5 to any team at that point. But Phoenix was a younger team, inexperienced. Ayton, I think, Game 2, there was that clip where Monty Williams was trying to hype him up. Like, Ayton's motor goes on and off as well. He doesn't have the consistent drive yet. Maybe he'll never have it, but obviously he can dominate in spurts. But people are expecting these guys to be really good all the time. Like, they started expecting Booker to score 40 every night. They expect Chris Paul to be putting up 25 and 12. And then when Chris Paul doesn't, they don't blame Drew Holiday for all-world defense. They blame a hand injury, a non-existent hand injury.
All right, coming up, we got CEO of 21 Dreams Music. He's a rapper. He's a producer. Does it all. His name's Royal Rizzo. Before we get to him, we're going to hit you up with his latest creation. He's Milwaukee born bred. He's going to be live on air. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get him on the phone, and he can tell us what's been going on in his ends of things with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Another road
Winning it all.
This is a team of destiny. What a gutsy performance by Milwaukee.
I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Fear. Well, fear the deer. Fear the deer. Well, 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 fear the deer. Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks. I'm a Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a thing. I'm a do my thing. Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, where you from, man? I'm a Bucks. Hey, man, Milwaukee Bucks. Where you from? Hey, that's what thing.
Go, Bucks, go. We gonna win. We gonna win. We gonna win. Here's the deal.
What this Milwaukee team has had to overcome to get to this point. Incredible.
Fear the deer. Well, fear the deer. Fear the deer. Well, fear the deer. Well, fear the deer. Well, fear the deer. Well, fear the deer.
Guys just keep stepping up. You gotta love the heart of Milwaukee.
I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Fear. Well, fear the deer. 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 Well, fear the deer.
Hey, yo, man. I'm down here at the Pfizer Forum, man. Trying to get this spot, sell these t-shirts, man. Cause, the Bucks just won the Eastern Conference Championship and they go to the finals.
Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks. I'm a Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a do my thing. Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, where you from, man? I'm a Bucks. Hey, Milwaukee Bucks. Where you from? Hey, that's what thing. Bucks. I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a super. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a super. Milwaukee Bucks. I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar.
I get why people fear these deer. Whenever you think they're out of it, they just come right back. Fighters. An incredible run for this Milwaukee team.
I'm a superstar. Yeah, I'm a superstar.
Felicitemos a los Milwaukee Bucks por ganar el título de la NBA. Y recuerda, fear the deer. Fear the deer.
Fear the deer. Well, fear the deer. Fear the deer. Well, 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 fear the deer. Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks. I'm a Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks. you from? Hey, that's the question.
And we're back here on Stream 35 Radio. And of course, we were just playing. Whitey just said it's one of his new favorite songs. Hold on. Sorry, I had to cut there.
That's a banger.
And in a minute here, we'll have Royal Rizzo on. I don't think you've talked to Royal Rizzo before, have you?
I don't believe so. I've met a couple Milwaukee guys, but
yeah, Royal Rizzo's a guy that I found out about while in L.A. He was out there, and he was just a Milwaukee rapper, which you don't hear a lot of. Who are Milwaukee rappers that you know about?
Well, the most famous one is Cuckoo Cal. Best known for my projects. I forget their Streets and Young Deuces. They're pretty well known. Welcome to the Mill. Welcome to the Mill, man.
I haven't heard that.
You probably never heard that one. Yeah, there's Chicky. He did one. There are a couple of Milwaukee guys who rap.
Oh, halftime. I got to ask you that before we get Rizzo on. What, you guys are always known for your halftime stuff. Anything good?
No.
In the games you went to? What did they do? Entertainment? Or did they actually have performances?
They had a couple of performances. I don't even remember who they were. And then player intros, they had another Milwaukee rapper named Vo Williams who cut a song called History in the Making, which was the Bucks kind of tagline during the playoff run. But I wasn't paying attention to the halftimes usually. I was getting in giant lines to take a leak. So it was no Red Panda, I can tell you that. Wherever she is.
Rizzo is calling my cell phone. I had to tell him to call the studio phone. He'll be on in a second.
Yeah, it looks like you're still calling your cell.
I'm surprised they didn't have Ja Rule come back out.
That curse
never talked about.
Somehow that curse got broken.
Maybe they just got really scared of.
I forget what team did he put the curse on? Do you remember after that incredible performance?
After that performance, he put the curse on. Oh, I can't remember. He was so mad at
he said y'all never gonna win one, and he's been right so far.
Yes. Let's see if we got Mr. Royal Rizzo. Hold on, let me cut this. Yeah, what's up? What's up, man? What's that?
Yo.
Yeah, we got a studio line. You're live on YouTube right now. Telling you, Wednesday nights, you're missing out. Yeah, press box party.
Oh yeah. I was just at Major Goolsby's 3 days ago, having the time of my fucking life.
Okay, hey Rizzo, we got Whitey in the studio. Midwest Whitey, he represents.
Hey.
He represents the Mill, and he resides here in New York. I had to go through a couple of nail biters with him during the Brooklyn series.
Yep. Came out on the other side somehow.
Came out on the other side.
That was never so. Did you go to any of the games?
He's right, man. This is some good analysis right here. We're talking to Royal Rizzo.
You know what? Maybe that Midwest nice is a lie.
Yeah, we had somebody in the chat that said Midwest nice is a lie. So, and I know people are having trouble hearing you right now, especially on the YouTube. You got what are you on speaker there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because we gotta make sure everyone hears. Yeah. There you go. We got to get you at halftime. If you could do better than Ja Rule did that one night.
Oh yeah, he did it a couple
He
years ago.
performed. He came out. I could play some of the sound of that, but look it up on YouTube. It's a.
No. That's true.
Well, let's talk about the song. Yeah, let's talk about the song. So I played it before you came on. Yeah, we did something you're not supposed to do in sports. We broke the golden rule of sports of jinxing, but we're businessmen, so business can't do jinx. Well,
about it. They coming back. They knew they never went to the championship like that. We got cheated last year, out of the championship because of COVID. So we really would have won that year. These young boys, you throw that craziness in front of them, they don't know what to do. So when they went to Phoenix, they was a little discombobulated like it was high school. But then they came back home and they got their mind right. And it was all over from there.
Not only that, I was bitching about the quick turnaround. They won Game 6 in Atlanta, and then suddenly they had to be in Phoenix within 48 hours. I was like, give them some damn time.
Right, and there's no time for anything, but that's where that ether is. If y'all wondering what the fear of the deer is, it's ether. Like I said, go hunting with a knife and try to shoot a deer with a knife and see what happens. You can try to shoot them with a gun, and if you're too close, that's what the fear of the deer is. So if you want to, watch the video, you'll see everybody in the video, showing you what the meaning of it is.
Talking to Royal Rizzo.
The Buck shows you what it is, man. Fear of the deer.
Fear the deer. And that's that. And then what do you think of this Ayton guy? Why does he look like he's 48?
Man, say that again. You cut out.
Ayton. What you think about this guy?
Who?
The Suns guy.
I can't hear you, Twist.
Sorry. Hold on.
You're cutting out. My fault.
No, that's all right. I was going to ask you about Ayton because I like how you break down some of the players. You talk about Chris Paul's hair.
DeAndre Ayton's
hair.
I mean, it is what it is. I really just like Chris Paul because I was on Chris Paul, but only because he thought it was over already. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that attitude, and you done been in the seat. He counted it. He put the carriage before the horse. And I'm just gonna stay on Chris Paul because he thought he had it. He counted it. He feel it.
Yep.
And it's real, man. But not to shit on nobody, man. But Milwaukee is a great place. It's been overlooked for a long time. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. His hairline needs to be fixed.
It's a terrible city.
He got all that money. He can just pull it. It's like he wears his hat to the back. Just pull it forward. Just pull the hat forward a little bit. Like pull your fro forward. He wanted to stay in hot Atlanta for a reason.
Yeah, just grab.
He wanted to stay in hot. Yeah, he thought, I ain't going to Milwaukee. Well, stay your little forehead butt out there.
Man, I was
Hey,
not
I
expecting
know-
this kind
I
of
know what's
analysis
going
from.
on, man.
I thought we were just
Hey,
going to
we-
talk
we
about the
predict-
song, but you're bringing the heat. You got Cream
Oh, man,
Cream
I
City.
just wait.
Cream
Hey,
City
I
got
had
a
to let my fear to deer. I had to let my ether out, man. I couldn't say nothing, man. You know, I had to sit in meditation for 4 games and just wait. Because people was talking smack. People was texting me, "Oh, they're down by 5. What's going to happen?" Oh, man, what's down by 5? We done been down by 15. Fear to deer.
That's
You know?
true.
it come right back. Man, they was texting me through the game, Twiz. They didn't believe, and then they want to congratulate me afterwards.
Right.
You just told me we were about to lose at halftime. I'm like, come on, what side are you on?
I gotta say though, Rizzo, you
Yeah.
were after they got past the Nets, then you're like, all right, we're putting together this song.
Man, I knew once. Okay, here's the thing. Great Sags think alike. Shout out to all the Sags and everybody else, but great Sags think alike. And that's how that came to part. I have a sense of sometimes seeing things before it happened. Don't take this the wrong way, but I knew the Bucks was gonna win, just like I knew Rodman was gonna win NBC last conference standing in 2014, 2015. That's my second championship. This is my second championship. So there's more to come. Packers, you know, I ain't gonna say nothing, but hey, it might happen. I did send out a text the other day, but I'm hoping they do something. But hey, if they do, you know, it's gonna be amazing. But overall, Wisconsin, this ain't gonna be the first time you see the Bucks win the championship. I promise you that.
Hold up on the
You know,
Packers. we got the Brewers, man.
Yeah, don't forget about
Oh,
the first place Brewers.
I know the Brewers. The Brewers are running their thing right now. I'm actually going to a game real soon, and we'll have a ballpark anthem real soon.
Good.
We'll have a
Talking to Milwaukee rapper Royal Rizzo. People are joining us late. I gotta let them know.
Yeah,
who's
we're doing everything, man. I'm
Yeah.
even doing the kids theme song. They can come out and party.
414.
Yeah, so they, you know, just sports theme songs, man. But
I tell you, a
the song was great.
Brewers title would kind of make sense right now.
Yeah, man, Milwaukee is starting to look like San Francisco,
Yeah.
man. So
And besides the
everybody should
Packers-
come here to enjoy it real soon.
The Packers aren't really a Milwaukee team, so they can do whatever they do.
Yeah, the Packers used to play at the Brewers Stadium.
Yeah, that's true. But the Packers have already won a few. We need the other teams
It
to
was-
start, pulling their weight. If
Yeah.
the Brewers win in October, I might just commit suicide. Like I will have seen enough.
If you do come here,
We'll talk about it.
and at least make it magical. Yeah, don't do it yet. Let's talk about it.
It would be a very creative way out because at that point I will have seen everything.
So Midwest Whitey here has a Brewers tattoo, and when I'm talking about a tattoo, not a little
Hey,
one.
Whitey, I might have a present for you, man. Whitey, if you take care of this, man, I got the 1981. When the Brewers went to the World Series, but had the opportunity, I think, to went to the Nationals, and they lost the last game to go to the World Series. I got an autographed ball in plastic, man. I'm gonna gift it to you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds good to me.
If you're a big Brewers fan, I got this at an auction, man. But it's perfect.
There you go.
No
you heard it
scratches.
here. Stream 35 Radio.
I brought a Robin Yount autographed bat back to New York with me from the mill this trip.
Hey, Robbie Yount is the truth, man. When you can go back and listen to fucking YouTube videos, and the crowd will go wild when Robbie, that big ass chewing gum.
Yep, rockin'
It's like
Robin.
he had, it wasn't, man. Every kid had chewing gum because of
Big
Robbie
League.
Yount.
It's called Big League Chew.
Love that stuff.
Yeah, but you can only chew it twice and then it just sits there. There's no juice in the shit. So my jaw is still messed up from this. You know?
Yeah. Milwaukee Fever, man.
yeah, man.
I like it. I'd like if Milwaukee took two titles
do the
in 1
guys
year.
do they love the song, man? Did they hear it before we won the championship?
Yeah, I
Or
gave
did they
some.
hear it
I
afterwards?
gave some sneak peeks, but Whitey's a superstitious guy. He didn't want to hear anything until it was
Oh,
done.
yeah, you ain't want to hear it.
Oh, no,
Twan
Twan was-
you can't fight the ether.
Now he loves it. now he loves
Twan
it.
was giving me teasers about it. I was like, he was like, hey, you got any recommendations that he can throw into the song? I was like, I'm too worried, man.
He didn't want to talk about anything.
Hey, well, Whitey, now you know me, man. You can stand on my shoulders of a giant, man. I'll predict anything if you want it.
Hey,
You know?
He'll be your voice box for predictions.
when you come to New York, we'll get the Bucks championship tattoo celebrations.
Oh, hey, I'm about to do the parade. I just bought a Sprinter van. I'm about to put the Bucks 2021 logos all over it, and I'm going to ride around with flags for the whole Summerfest, and bang
Oh,
the song
man.
and do parades. I got 15 little little people. They used to call them midgets, but they gonna jump out and perform the song everywhere.
They jumping out of the
Some of them.
You'd be
Some
like
of them
the
gonna be
A-team.
on. Some of them gonna be on top of the Sprinter van like little rabbits. They just gonna be up there, little midgets.
Just send a
I'ma
midget.
Do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing.
Send a midget to every Summerfest stage.
Yeah.
Just put them in front of the
man.
stages.
Hey, Dave Chappelle is in the video. Okay, here's the prediction. I'll give y'all one.
All right.
Okay, here's one. I'm gonna be working with Dave Chappelle real soon. There it is.
I like it.
It haven't happened yet, but watch the video. I bought DaveChappelleComedy.com like 7 or 8 years ago, knowing that I'm gonna work with him, and now it's happening. You know. So
good.
if you hear this message, just know.
You know who's going to be
Music
pumped about
Republic-
this is the regular press box party attendee is Jonathan Craig, comedian out of New York.
I got it. Man, you got to bring them here, man. Any comedians, bring them to Milwaukee. For real. Bring them to Milwaukee. I'll show them the path. It's so fun here. It's just hitting. But, you know, we got Milwaukee, but we got the whole Wisconsin, man. It's places in Wisconsin that look like Jamaica. You know, up in Elk Forest and Eau Claire, all up in Wausau. Man, it's really a good reservation place for you.
I was not expecting a Wausau shout out tonight, but I'll
This
take
is an
it.
all Milwaukee show
Wausau,
tonight.
shout out. I got realtors in Wausau. We get real estate up there.
Yeah.
You know, we got Bucks fans everywhere, and they got deer as like, you know how we have cats and dogs. They got deer as pets.
What's your take on Brookfield
That's
before we let you go?
On who?
Brookfield, the city.
Brookfield.
Yeah.
Brookfield. Okay, y'all saw what happened to Milwaukee, right? Y'all saw, I don't want to get political, but y'all saw the other side of Milwaukee, and
Yeah, we did.
there's an extra K in Milwaukee sometimes. So that's what Brookfield is. That's what a lot of this shit is. That's what Milwaukee is. But hey, Fear the Deer, they felt that ether, so they getting their shit together. You know, they got to get their shit together because we just won the Bucks. You know, we'll quit. We'll tell the Bucks to quit. All the people that's getting treated in the city wrong, man. I wish them well, man. I hope this song do better for all the people to come together, man. But Milwaukee is a growing place. Thank you, Milwaukee Bucks, for winning this because it's helping the people in Milwaukee, not just the city, but the people. Is what matters, and that's why I did that song, man. I really did that song for the people. I got my mother on there. I got Antoine Graham. I got Dorian Johnson.
Thank you, Jackson.
And I got my. What you say?
No, sorry, I had the song playing, but I had it a little too loud.
Oh, okay.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
Fear the Deer just jumps on. He just does
Yeah,
what
it
itself. These guys just what a gutsy performance.
Yep.
Did you hear that guy say that? Gutsy.
Yeah.
Gutsy. See, you ain't never got to worry. You ain't never got to worry, Whitey. Just call me and ask me what the lottery number
Hey.
is. I got you.
Hey, the next song you make's got to be titled "We Dogs."
We dogs. I'm gonna make it for you. What
Yeah.
you want it about? Just dogs?
PJ Tucker. I want it all about PJ Tucker. A PJ Tucker celebration.
PJ Tucker celebration?
Yep. We Dogs.
All right.
On our YouTube,
Okay, you
we're
gonna play
showing
it, or
the.
you gonna play it, or you gonna tease it? Because I like to do a lot of promotion when I do a song now.
You make a song called "We Dogs" and I'll get "We Dogs" tatted on me.
I like Whitey. Hey, Whitey should have been staying with us in 1999. Hey, yeah, White. That's who I was missing at the
Yo,
Whitey.
you make "We Dogs." I am 5'10", 5'11", but I will jump out of your van like a midget and sing "We Dogs" for you.
Hey, well, you talking to the wrong person, Whitey, because I'm gonna make a song called "We Dogs." I already got a song. I already got videos.
He might have it ready tomorrow.
I already got videos. If you go to Music to Publish on YouTube, there's a video about dogs on there. Dogs are better than cats or something. I got 2 videos on there. One about cats and one about dogs. It's weird. I just make music. But We Dogs coming up.
Now we're talking.
Oh man, Royal
Where
Rizzo.
we gonna? Whitey, where we gonna sell it at though? That's what I need to know. 'Cause
We're gonna
I
be
need to make sure.
we're gonna post up right on Wisconsin and Van Buren.
There you
Man,
go.
I'm kind of down here now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna start the
See,
T-shirt.
you're almost
I'm
there
gonna start-
already.
You know, if you really want to get the song going, I think you need to get an old mascot uniform of the
Bango.
Bango, the old Bango though, not that new one.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the Sidney Moncrief jersey coming with
Oh,
the
that
old
works.
Converse, and I got the socks with the. I got the old Bucks jersey that come up to your thighs. My balls hanging out when I shoot.
Oh man.
I'm out here. I'm out here in the '84 jersey.
Now we're talking.
Royal Rizzo, man.
That's how you do it, man. But no, we got some great things coming along. The song is birthing in the city. It's birthing everywhere, man. Continue to play it. You probably see it on some commercials real soon and some films. You know, that's the direction I really like to go. So, you know, I just made it because I felt it, and I've been waiting all my life for this. You know, I've been telling people about Milwaukee. You know, we always been an underdog. Sometimes the Packers just let us down, but, you know, they'll get to the finish line, and, you know, that's the Packers, though. But Milwaukee Bucks, no, they going to finish it. They going to finish it every time.
It's the greatest music video I've
next
ever
year-
watched. This is the greatest music video of all
Why
time.
he seeing the video for the first time?
Yeah, watch the video, man. Show the people the video, man. Post the video and show it. That's where the action at.
We gotta get
See,
the
that's what I'm going to do with the little midgets.
We gotta get the-
I'm going to put the little midgets in there.
Dude, they got to be wearing shirts that just say hashtag 4 in a row or 414 in a row.
That's what I like that. 414 in a row.
Yep.
Oh, marketing promotion.
Yep.
The T-shirts coming soon. Hey, it's too many people on the line, though. They're going to sell them
I
before
know.
us.
Better get on it.
Yep.
Better get on it.
You gotta save.
Let
You
me
gotta
call
get
my
that.
marketing team.
You gotta get that website domain saved already.
Oh, yeah, it's all good. I'm going to let somebody else win that one, man. You know, I
Might
already
be
got
me.
enough wealth. I'm going to let somebody else win it.
It might be me.
And if they go out, go buy it right now. Somebody go buy 4inarow.com. Hurry up. It's going to be a moneymaker. It's going to be a moneymaker. I'll tell you, for $4.99, I'll tell you the strategy.
Always hustling.
How to make 4 in a row big. No, you can post all my videos on there. The shit's going to blow up, man. It's just going to be advertised.
And
But
you might
I'm
as
not
well
looking
tell
to make,
everybody,
I'm not,
hey, how do people find you?
Yeah.
Might as well tell the people out there.
Yeah, 21 Dreams, XXI Dreams, man. Envision it, believe it, live it. That's what I put on there when they won, man. Before they won, I said envision it, believe it, live it. Congratulations to the Bucks 2021 championship.
Also,
That's
congratulations to
public.
us, you and me.
Yep. Anybody
Yes,
from
man.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, man.
Earned.
Yeah, congratulations, man. It's going down, man. It's bringing a lot of. My taxes went up twice. Now my taxes is $4. This shit is amazing. My taxes used to be 30. My taxes used to be 39 cents in Milwaukee. I'm joking.
So the first person to call in for some advice pays your taxes. It's a good business model. All right.
Yeah, you gotta, you get wealthy when the Bucks win out here, man. You know, Boardwalk, Fond du Lac look like Boardwalk now. And, you know, Fond du Lac is like that.
Dude, it's even
know,
spreading to
hot
Whitefish
dogs
Bay.
Hot dogs are $12 on Fond du Lac now. This shit is crazy.
Holy Christ.
Man. Well,
You
Roy
know,
Rizzo.
they selling Fear the Deer T-shirts for $75 on the street.
Roy Rizzo.
Like who does that? Who does that? Milwaukee Bucks. That's why we won. Hey, what's so amazing is it took 50 years. The man scored 50 points. That means something. You know, that's 100%. That's 100% right there. You know, so you got to look at those numbers if you really want to figure things out. It was timing. You could if you look at the intuition of what's going on, you would have knew the Bucks was going to win regardless that they down. You know, so next time they down or a team down like that, besides the Suns, they'll never come back and win a championship like ever. So I just put that out there. Like they'll never win.
There's
like
the Rizzo
again.
curse.
So don't ever bet on them anymore.
We got the
But
Ja
to win
Rule
the
and the Rizzo
championship.
curse. We don't even remember.
You know, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I did on halftime. I'll tell you what happened. Okay, it was halftime and we was down by 5. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I went in the shower and I said, release the beast. I said, break their heart. I said, hurt their feelings. Break them. Break them. Break them. And I screamed in the shower.
Should have been in the damn
and
locker
I said,
room.
break them again. I said, tear their heart out. And I said, finish them. Finish them. Send them home to their
Step on
mama.
their
Make
throat.
it a taking a 4-hour flight that's so sad that they'll never want to play basketball again.
It
I'll
worked.
tell you,
I
man.
don't care.
Rizzo,
Yeah,
you
and
need to
then
be
he- then he had
coaching.
to-
I
and
think
then he looked in the, see, Chris Paul is really fucked up because he still had to look in the mirror at his fucking head. So he's like, I lost the fucking championship and my woman won't rub my head no more because it's like an avalanche just breaking out with bumps and shit and boils. He got boils under there. That shit is, you make too much money for that, man.
we haven't had takes this good since Jonathan Craig was breaking down KD's beard.
Oh man, you're right.
Oh, what's wrong, man? Man, did anybody watch Space Jam? Did they edit out his hair?
I refuse to watch the new Space Jam.
Come on, man. I just want to see if his hair is right because you know they got
Well, now I
animation.
might have
They
to
can
watch.
put a fro. They can,
You gave me a good reason
put
to
the-
maybe watch it now.
yeah, they can put some waves on there. You know, something. It's
Well,
like,
they did something
it's
for
like,
LeBron in one of those movies.
Yeah, it's like gravel. They got gravel in their head. I don't know who they using, but they need a new hair doctor. I can refer them to my guy down in Panama. I can fix that shit. we got cream. We got oils. You know that shit. They be using that. They be using that. It might grow. That's what theirs called. It might grow. It might grow. That's what it might do. But y'all might win. But y'all might not. But y'all didn't. Hey, man. I don't know. I'm just talking smack, man.
No, man.
You know,
people
my
already
boy,
putting.
my
People
boy,
are already
my
calling
boy
you the GOAT.
Antoine been in my life for a long time. Whitey, you my best friend now.
That's
so
right.
I'm man, send me the studio for the. I got all kind of memorabilia. Y'all want some Packers memorabilia? I got like 100 pictures.
We might have to
of
do
the
a
Packers
separate.
memorabilia, 8 by 11 professional pictures. Like I'll hook up the studio. I'll send a whole bunch of stuff
Oh,
to the
yeah.
studio. I'll even send a close up of Chris Paul head.
Whitey
I
brought.
promise you, I will.
Hey, Whitey brought something great to the studio. He brought a Oscar Robertson signed photo that he picked up
What?
while
Yeah.
home. Yeah, in the old school Bucks with the white jersey. And if you're watching on YouTube, you
Oh,
can see
yeah.
that here in the studio.
Yeah, he represents.
But
He representing.
just to be clear though, Rizzo, I kept my autographed Leroy Butler photo framed on my wall at home in my bedroom. So
Oh man, you went back, man. I see, Whitey, I'm finna get you a lot of stuff, man. I got a whole I got a whole bunch of memorabilia of all the Packers, Brewers, Bucks, all kind of stuff. I'm gonna put a nice gift package because I'm having a wonderful time with y'all, man. But just know.
Oh, you're gonna
that
be a
we made
regular
that-
after this.
Oh, just know we made that song before they even thought of winning. So just know that song. If you look at the dates, they're on YouTube. They're on my Instagram. I posted it. Twiz did his part. If y'all don't know, it's called Twiz. Call him Twiz now. He'll get annoyed. But it's call him Twiz. Twizzy.
We don't want to talk
He did
about
his
those
thing
things.
Hey, Antoine, shout out to you, man, and the twins that's coming. Man, you did your thing on there, man. It wouldn't be nothing without you. What a gutsy performance. Every time you just count them out, here come them fucking deers. That's what he wanted to say. But I said, Twins. I said, you can't cuss, man. We can't cuss.
We made a
These
PG
fucking
song.
deers.
PG song.
Yeah. So it was beautiful, man. The kids loved the song. I was downtown at the stadium right before the game. I was downtown riding around, chanting the song, bumping it, stopping in the middle of traffic. I should have filmed this shit. You know, I needed cameras with me at all time. Police was right there. I'm pulling up on them. They reaching for their gun because I'm black. You know how they go. But I said, fear the deer. I said, fear the deer. He put his gun down. He said, Milwaukee Bucks. So I'm going to do my thing, start dancing. And I should have filmed that, though. I should have filmed that because I didn't get shot. I'm the only black person that did. I can say, just like the Bucks won, I didn't get shot. I didn't get shot that night by the police.
MPD.
So I knew the Bucks was gonna win after that. I said, "Ooh, I didn't get shot." Oh man, Milwaukee Bucks. Because I was like, I ain't gonna even make it to the championship. Dude, about to shoot me. Because they love to shoot just people for no reason around here. You know, but that shit got to change because we won the championship, man. All people should be created equal. Everybody. You know, forget about color, man. Just have fun and live, man. It's 2021. It's aliens out here. I was just smoking with them. We hanging out. You know, they got 8 fingers. They can roll up blunts real good.
Oh man, this guy done stole the show. All right, no, Rizzo, man. In case you guys joining late, this is Rizzo out in Milwaukee.
I haven't let you ask me anything. Is
No.
there any questions?
This is a tell-all right now. If you ever wanted, no. Since we
What do
got
they
you
wanna
on,
know?
you should tell more people about your background. Like, how did you get started in the music industry? Even though I know
Porn
the story.
industry.
I know the story. Well, yeah, I know you're doing a
Porn,
lot of stuff, but just in music
I was
business.
doing- I was doing music for porn. I was doing,
That's why you moved.
music for
That's
porn.
why you moved to California.
Antoine was the boom guy.
All right, this is not the After Dark. This is not the After Dark
Oh,
show.
hey, hold on. Do they know you're in a movie?
No, they don't. I'm shirtless in the
They
movie
don't?
too. No, they don't.
He's shirtless in the movie. He's fancy too. He's fancy.
Yeah, you don't have to tell anybody the name of that movie.
That's why he had to leave Hollywood. He was like, I'm out of here. I'm not wearing no pink towel anymore. But no, I got to start, man. I love music, man. Ever since Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, I found myself dancing with a broom and thought it was my microphone. And I remember my uncle telling me, "You got it, boy." You know, and I remember those words. And ever since then, I thought I was a singer, but I couldn't sing. So I was like, and I couldn't talk, so I had speech impediment. So, you know, you probably know that from me talking right now. But so I started rapping, and that's how I could get my point across. I'd be trying to tell somebody something, and they'd be like, I'd be like, well, I just mumble. And they'd be like, what you say? And so I started rapping, and they'd be like, oh, that's hot, son. That's what you want me to open the door? I said, yeah, open the door, and I need to come in. And I used to rap that. So that's how I started rapping. And now I went to California. Antoine got me a record deal. It didn't go well because Russell Simmons didn't have no money at the time, but we got on anyway. But no, I'm just joking. I went to school for it, man. I moved out. I moved out to Cali in 1999. I met Antoine. I actually had my Bucks jersey on when I met Antoine. We was on a basketball court, and I crossed him. I was like, "Ooh!"
I forgot that.
crossed him like dude did. I crossed him like dude did the Bucks on the first game, and he broke his ankle. I was like, "Ooh!" And Antoine was like, "Help me up." I was like, "Nope, I'm from Milwaukee. Where are you from?" And he was like, "Chicago, Rockford," and we just hooked up, you know, and we just banged, and it just happened, man. I've been doing this for a long time. Just like I never give up on music, you know, I never gave up on Milwaukee, man, and the Bucks never gave up on themselves. So
yeah, you went back to Milwaukee. You went back to Milwaukee. How many people actually do that once they leave? Not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot, but you know, I had to come back. It was time, man. They gave me a sign. Honestly, man, can I tell you something? I left, and this is the honest truth. If you want to get to know me and why I was able to know that the Bucks was gonna win, I left Milwaukee 7 years ago, coming here, and I had signs and messages given to me say, "Hey, man, you got to go help your city." And I was like, "How the hell am I supposed to help a whole city?" But I did it, man. For real, I did it. I came back here. I started doing real estate. I set up music to publish. I got 21 Dreams. You know that. I started teaching kids about music to publish and how they can do their music. You don't have to go be a big rapper or anything or sign a record deal. No, you just got to know how to publish your music and how to do your metadata and things like that. So that's all I've been doing, man, is helping people really take advantage of the opportunities with real estate, getting them a home, a job. And I do all that, and then I go have fun. And that's why I'm able to just, like, crack jokes and have fun with you, man, because you got to live life. You got to fucking live life, man. Don't chase the money. Chase your dream and your passion and your goals. Everything else is good. See, when it happened, man, it's going to happen not a second later or a second sooner. That's just like when the seconds ran out, then they called the NBA championship. Before they wasn't the championship. So you can be right 3 seconds away from your goal and fucking give up. Don't give up. That's what music to publish in 21 Dreams is. And that's how I predicted that, man. And I didn't predict it. It was just a message and a feeling. And when you're in tune with your intuition, all things you'll know. You know, like Twins got long chest hair. I know that. Antoine got so that's the intuition. He used to braid it.
No, you used to braid it, fool.
hey, Antoine was my assistant pimp. Ask him about that.
Oh man, he's sharing all this stuff for the After Dark show, but
hey, your
it's just a teaser.
show's gonna blow up. Hey, they should put you on syndication right now. You're the best person ever, man. I hope the show. You know, I'm gonna push it as much as possible until we own your own broadcasting system, because that's what we got to do, man. You know, so shout out to y'all, man, for making it happen. Even when there wasn't no fans there, and you might have had a few listeners, but look, it kept growing. It kept growing. And years from now, man, you're gonna have your own. Y'all gonna have your own thing, man. So I would love to call back anytime, but just know I talk a lot.
No, we
I would love to call
appreciate
back
guests.
and have fun with y'all.
We appreciate guests that not only talk a lot but have a good time doing it. So, Royal
Yeah,
Rizzo,
man. I was so in shock when you wanted to do the interview before, man. I just went in my bed and laid down and smoked a fat one. You know?
No, we had to get you on. We had to get you on. It's been too
I smoked.
long time
Oh
coming.
man, I smoked a fat one, and I just sat there and played that song over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I just had fun making videos. I hope y'all like the videos, man. There's a lot of videos on my Instagram, Music to Publish. There's
Music
XXI
to
Dreams
publish
with a
with the
Z.
number 2, right?
What you say? Yeah, number 2 is the video on the playlist. Share the playlist. Post the playlist for them.
All right.
There's
we'll,
a lot
we'll
of
put
great,
it up in the
there's
chat.
a lot of great
Yeah, we'll
motivational
put the-
songs on there.
I'll put the whole thing in the
Hey,
in the chat.
Whitey, what you need in Milwaukee, man? What you need in Milwaukee? You need some
Look at him,
beer?
he's looking you up.
Y'all need some milk?
Next time I'm back.
He's got it all covered.
Currently, I'm content.
You need some milk?
He's
We got
heading to
honey,
the
we got
state. He's
eggs.
heading to the state fair right now and delivering some cattle.
Yeah. We got we you know, usually they have cows and stuff. We just got all deer down there at the state fair this year. You know, we got we just going all out, man. We got deer at the car salesman shows and everything, man. You go to the pharmacy, it's a deer in there. You go to the doctor, the hospital, we got deer in there, man. Look, it's right down the bus that NBA champs. It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere, man. We having a buckathon. You know, it's a beautiful situation, man. Nobody else is cheering for us, but that's okay. You know, we always been the underdogs. And you saw what happened. You know, you saw them people tear their shirts off.
Underdog to
You know,
top dog. Bobby Portis style.
We've been the underdog. And just like the underdog, we pop your man. I need my pill. It's in my ring. And he got and they
Pretty
went
good
to the
Giannis
locker room
imitation.
at halftime, and they came back like the underdog. And that's what happened.
All right.
You know.
Well-
So yeah, man. If anybody want to know what Fear the Deer mean, man, just play the song, man. Play the video. Actually, play the video. It's very funny. Dave Chappelle's in there.
We were
Martin
playing
Lawrence.
it. Yeah, we had it up on the YouTube channel, and we'll put the link up to that in our thing as well. I put the link to
man.
the whole
Hey,
thing.
but shout out to you, shout out to Dorday, and everybody that made that song happen. Shout out to my boy MC Sencillo down in Panama. He spiced it with the little Latin on there. I don't know what he said, but I just told him to say "Fear the Deer" at the end. So you know, that's the only part I don't understand. But I think he said we won the NBA championship too. So
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
How's your listeners, man? Are they calling in? Are people tuning in?
No, I think they're tuned in right now. Why would you call in while you're talking? That'd be rude.
I mean, I don't know, because last time you were broadcasting at the nursing home and they was all asleep.
Always got
And
a
I'm
joke.
Like, I was like, there's no listeners, Twiz. They all snoring. You know, so.
Man, you need to stop working with comedians.
Hey, yeah, I love working with comedians, man. Hey, shout out to Rod, man, for not following through.
We won't get into that.
Yeah, shout out to Rod, man. Everybody want to know what happened. I helped this man win NBC Last Comic Standing, and he left me hanging. So look at his career now. His career is like the sun. His career is like the fucking Phoenix Suns. So, hey, shout out to Milwaukee. Hey, they thought they were going to win in Atlanta. I knew he felt it. He's like, oh, we going to win. We going to win. Atlanta's beat Milwaukee. No, man. No. You didn't do right in 2014, so your team does not get an NBA championship. No, no, no. God does not like ugly, brother.
Wow.
Fear the deer, fear the deer, fear the deer, fear the deer. But hey, go buy his album. I do own it, so I get my money back that way.
All right, Rizzo. Thanks for checking in here on Press Box
Hey,
Party
love,
Stream
man. Hey,
35.
Whitey, you let me know what you need, man. Hey, if y'all come here, everything's on me, man. I'll have houses on Lake Drive real soon.
Sounds good. We'll
You
figure
know?
it out.
All right, man.
Y'all have fun, man. All right, love.
Later.
Peace. So that's Royal Rizzo there. What'd you think?
That is Milwaukee's answer to mobile home Rick. That's what that's what that is. That dude needs to call in more often.
He's hyped. Tell
Who
you,
can
you
blame
got-
him?
They could have used him in the locker room.
My God. We've been stuck with Mike Budenholzer for 3 years when we could have had that. I don't think the Bucks would have lost the game. Forget worrying
That was intense.
about drop coverage and all that. Just be like, hey, you see that dude with the boils underneath his patchy hair? Stop letting that dude bust your ass.
Yeah.
Step on his throat. Chris Paul would have scored 2 points a game if that was our coach. My God, he would have been quadruple teaming Chris Paul. Like, this dude's not going to embarrass us.
Oh, man.
I feel like
Fun
a
times.
bomb just got dropped. I don't even know what
That was
to
a
add
lot.
to that.
That was a lot, man. You're listening to Stream 35 Radio. And, yeah, we've been recapping the amazing run by the Milwaukee Bucks. So if you're not into that, we
Sorry.
apologize.
Sorry, not sorry. Also, if you're a Suns fan, doubly sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. He had some choice words.
God, your team just got really badly cursed.
And it wasn't even you.
Nope.
You have been Midwest nice about that.
I have been. I've been very magnanimous. I feel like
You didn't come on here and say they're never, ever going to win a title.
No, absolutely not. They have a bright future, probably. You know, well, I thought they did until that phone call. Now I'm not sure. I take that curse seriously.
Oh. So when you went to the games, you said you didn't drink much. Is that because
No,
you were
so-
nervous?
Well, I was.
Or you just
I drank.
You already figured I dumped 1,000 on these tickets.
Well, so
Why
I
should
drank a. Well, one of the issues was the arena was so crowded that the concession lines were too long to stand in. So if you tried to get a beer in Fiserv, you were missing probably half a quarter. That was one aspect.
Wow.
Like I got into the Fiserv 2 hours ahead of the games, and I put down a sixer for Game 6 pregame, but then once the game started, forget trying to get a beer because remember you have a bunch of people in standing room, so they're already up there in the concessions, and you try to go get a beer, you're waiting at least 20 minutes, and it just to me, it wasn't worth it. Like I not only was I not drinking beer, I wasn't drinking anything. Like I wasn't going into the lines at all. So,
Yeah, you weren't eating anything. You just weren't going into it.
Yeah, it was
concession
just
stand.
Yeah, and games 4 and 6 were tight. You know, shout out to the Suns.
So it was
in that
louder
regard.
than it's ever been.
Oh, it was very loud. You know, and like Rizzo was saying, you
Louder
had
than Bradley Center.
Bradley Center was pretty loud too, but Bradley Center never really had things to be loud about except for the 2001 team with Sam, Ray, and Glenn.
Well,
So
I've been to Bradley Center a few times, and I never heard it loud. For
yeah,
any reason.
because the only time it was ever loud was 20 years ago. Fiserv was rocking though. Like Mike Breen said, the building was shaking. I mean, I don't know if
And
I've
they got
ever.
a DJ?
They had DJ Shauna. Shout out to her.
Yeah, she was on camera a couple times.
Yeah, she was cutting it up. Shout out to everyone who was ripping their shirts off and just letting it all hang out. And there was a lot hanging out. If you saw those videos, like you had a couple guys pushing 4 bills, ripping off their shirts and pounding beers.
Well, you
But-
got to let the visitors know, like, what.
Yeah, what they've walked into, you know. We had Mr. Orange in there. He's some sort of celeb Suns fan who dyes
I
himself.
saw that guy.
Dyes himself completely orange. He seemed very magnanimous. He was friendly. I didn't talk to him personally, but news shows were doing interviews with the guy. He had great seats for all 3 Milwaukee games, and I assume he was flying back to Phoenix for the other 3 as well. But But like I told you, especially in Game 4,
He's like Marlins man, right?
yeah, Game 4 was the one where you had a lot of Suns fans, and I think they were anticipating like they get this game, then they go home and win it. And when they lost Game 4 at the end, and trust me, I was absolutely screaming at a lot of Suns fans. They just sat down in shock, and I think they realized they just blew their chance. Like, I didn't see a lot of Suns fans in Game 6. I think they knew it was up.
What do you think that they're following compared to like other road teams? Because you've been in a lot of these playoff games.
It's hard to tell, though, because this was the finals, right? So, like,
it was going to be more than usual.
right. So, you know, you and I, we went to the Brooklyn series because we live here.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't have been I didn't go to Atlanta.
I doubt there's any people that are from Phoenix that live in Milwaukee.
I can't imagine. Maybe some not even transplants, just people who were from that area who ended up working in Milwaukee would be my guess.
Yeah.
Because they're all pretty young. Like, you weren't seeing retirees wearing Sun shit. You saw people in their 20s and 30s. And they showed out probably because their team doesn't make the finals very often, and it was the finals. So I thought it was a pretty good showing by Suns fans. I have no idea how many Bucks fans were in Phoenix. I might have had to go to Game 7. But
Well, I always said, the Bucks winning it was like also if you're not a fan of the Bulls, which I never have been or will be,
that makes two of us.
Bucks, Bulls, that's actually a rivalry of some sort. At least was one time.
Well, it used to
Seems
be
like the two teams never been good at the same
right,
time. But-
and it used to be that you'd have a lot of Bulls fans come up to
Oh,
Milwaukee
yeah,
for
they
games.
would take over the Bradley
Right,
Center.
a lot of Lakers fans, like Milwaukee, because Milwaukee has been so bad for so long that if you had a really popular team come to town, you'd have the bandwagon fans show up and
Did you
take
get
it
sick
over.
of hearing that how crappy Milwaukee is,
Not really.
and like the rest of the nation didn't
Nah, I
care
just-
about the series?
Yeah,
and
I didn't give a damn what they were saying. Like Stephen A. So Rizzo shouted out Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, I don't think people realize
Was
he
that
skipped.
a shout out?
Well, you know what I mean. He skipped Game 4, so he claimed that he was sick. He had to do Game 3. He skipped Game 4, and then he was back in the studio with Kellerman saying it was a COVID scare or whatever, but that he tested negative. I just don't think he wanted to be at Fiserv again. I knew some people on Bucks Twitter were saying they were walking up there and heckling him and taunting him.
Well, it was
for Game
right
3.
after all the stuff had happened.
Right,
too.
he called it a terrible city and whatever.
Well, no, after all the stuff he was saying about, he said the Nigerian guys.
Yeah, he said dumb
He
shit.
did a bunch of stupid stuff.
Yeah, he
that
said
week.
dumb shit, but he didn't want to be in Milwaukee.
And he said something about Otani.
Wilbon doesn't mind Milwaukee because he's a Midwest guy. Like, he's kind of stuck with it. But who cares? Like, yeah, I've told you before Milwaukee was a terrible city. But I've also told you, like, Milwaukee's undergone some sort of, like, white-collar
Resurgence,
renaissance
Yeah.
where places have gotten a lot nicer.
For the city, I would never knock it when it comes to like sports. though.
No.
I don't think I'd knock any Midwest town for that.
No, but people's conceptions of Milwaukee are dated by probably a decade or so. So now it's like when I went to Pittsburgh and I was telling you how fucking terrible this place was. And I wasn't biased at all by the Eraser 5-game sweep. But Pittsburgh had the feel of like a dying blue-collar town, And Milwaukee was the same way up until about 5 years ago. So the Milwaukee I grew up in felt like an old blue-collar town where you didn't see a lot of people out. And now it's just completely different. It's nicer. Like I don't really recognize it myself, but can't hate on it. Like if you've never been there, like Stephen A. Smith, you can't be calling it a terrible city because you're never there. So if you don't like winter, I understand, but it's June and July. The weather's like 85 or 90 there right now. So
Nothing like when Noah destroyed Cleveland.
right. That's kind of what these guys were doing on First
Yeah.
Take or whatever. And Cleveland deserves to be destroyed. I drove by it yesterday,
The mistake by the
It
lake.
is still the mistake by the lake. No one wants to go to Cleveland.
So you're listening to the Press Box Party. We still got the phone line. If you missed the call from Royal Rizzo, you're going to want to definitely catch that on the archive. He came in, Milwaukee rapper, pumping his new song, Milwaukee Bucks, 2021 NBA champions. Phone number is 917-477-7737 if you do want to call in. And other than that, I guess we got to talk some Packers since we got you in.
Fine.
Training camp has started, and Rodgers is back in the mix, making some demands that they're now submitting to. So maybe he's got it. Maybe that whatever he did
All I can say is
got
this.
something.
All I can say is this.
Now they're just going to sign whoever he wants to sign.
Right. So the demands, like that's
Tom Brady style.
So this is a total NBA. To me, it's a total NBA thing where you give the franchise player the personnel say. So LeBron James got to call the shots in Cleveland when he was there, trading for Kevin Love, stuff like that. Well, I guess maybe Rodgers thinks that's the same way, but the personnel decisions Rodgers is making or has been saying are complete fucking garbage. Like, he's talking about the 53rd man on the roster being some sort of really good player, and he's mad that they were cutting scrubs. And then he wants Ty Cobb back. This isn't Ty Cobb or Randall Cobb. This isn't Randall Cobb from 2012. It's more like Ty Cobb at this point.
I think Ty Cobb. No, I'm thinking of what's his name, Ted Williams' son.
Randall Cobb is as washed up as Ty Cobb's corpse currently is.
Yeah.
And we just traded a 6th-round pick for the guy. Just because Rodgers wants friends in the locker room, I guess. I don't know. It's absolutely dumb. And I've had enough of his bullshit already, and the season hasn't even started
Well,
yet.
it's going to be an awkward year with him, and I think he's going to try to really do something.
Well,
for whatever that's
he's
worth.
probably going to be really good. Green Bay will probably lose in the NFC
He tried to
title
do
game
something
again.
last year too, so
They'll probably be really good again, whether it's their last year or not. They were a title contender already. Like he was trying to push his way out of a good situation to a terrible team in Denver or whatever, and it's like, and he's not man enough to actually come out and say it himself. He's leaking shit to Adam Schefter or whatever, and now he made Adam Schefter look like a moron because Schefter's like, oh, he's totally done, he's out, and it's like the Packers.
he's burning a lot of bridges.
Yeah, the Packers front office is just like, you're under contract for 3 years. We don't have to move you.
Right. His only other option was to sit.
Yeah. And like I told you several times, I'm perfectly fine with that option. I'd just make him sit for the rest of his life.
Well, yeah, you don't want him to go to the Vikings.
Well, I don't care where he goes. He's not going anywhere. He's under contract for 3 years. Now it's 2 years. That was another. But people don't understand that. Like, they took a year off his contract. That doesn't make him a free agent next year. And people are like, well, the team's come to an understanding that if he still wants to leave, they'll try to trade him. Hell no. We can do the same thing next year. Just keep him sitting his ass. He'll be 40 almost at that point. Piss on the guy.
Wow. See, Royal Rizzo did rub off on you.
Yeah. And his beard is ridiculous. His suspenders look like ass. Nice Office shirt, though. Kevin's my favorite character in The Office, so I like that shirt. The rest of them can take a hike.
Yeah, Rodgers showing up in the Office shirt.
I don't understand. Well, you have to understand Rodgers' psychology, right? This is a guy who burns every bridge he has, like whether it's his family, and whatever. And he's the type of guy who just holds a grudge forever. And so, at some point,
that's a good way to put it.
At some point, you're gonna, at least in his mind, you're gonna cross Rodgers, or you're gonna get on his bad side, and then he's never gonna forgive you. Probably everyone knows someone like that in life, and there's no pleasing it, right? Like, he was mad about Jake Kumerow. Jake Kumerow is the 6th wide receiver on the team. Like, if your quarterback is mad that you cut the 6th wide receiver on the team, I don't know what to tell you. You know, like, you post all the Michael Jordan photos you want. You're not Michael Jordan. You won one goddamn Super Bowl 10 years ago. And the other thing about it was, now I feel like Rizzo because now I'm going on the rant. The other thing about it was all his complaints about the front office and, like, management and all that was very valid 5 years ago when they were letting a guy with dementia be the GM and Mike McCarthy was getting, massages instead of going to team meetings. And that was back when the organization was just really relying on Rodgers to make them competitive and not doing anything,
Beyond
there was
that.
complete organizational rot. And it was a bunch of inertia because you had Rodgers keeping him in contention every year. If Rodgers had demanded a trade 5 years ago, I'd have been the first person to support him. But now they fixed all that. They hired a new GM, which, whatever you think of him, at least the dude's brain isn't mush. They hired a new coach. The new coach, Rodgers likes the new coach. They're competitive. Their defense has sucked. Like, they had the number one offense last year. They have 4 Pro Bowlers or 5 Pro Bowlers. So people talking about how Rodgers has no help. That's bullshit. It's the defense that has been losing them games for a decade now. And so instead of worrying about, drafting Jordan Love, they need to draft all defense, and Rodgers just needs to stop complaining. Like, their offense was fine without Jay Kumerow. What can I say?
Telling you, Tom Brady set a precedent that everyone's trying to get to now.
Well, Tom Brady didn't sit there and bitch through media.
No, he went and found a team that would do that for him.
Not only that, like, they had a fairly amicable split, right? Like, he wasn't. I don't know. Like, you're not Tom Brady either, and I don't care about Tom Brady either way. It's just Aaron Rodgers is a bitch. He's a diva. He's a bitch, and he keeps stupid grudges. And no matter what Green Bay did, he'd find some other reason to be pissed.
Completely agree.
You can't please the guy. So
Completely
don't even
agree.
try. That's what I wouldn't have traded for Randall Cobb. I would have traded for Ty Cobb's casket. I'd have traded a 6th-round pick for the rights to Ty Cobb's tombstone.
So for our gambling audience, do we take the under?
What is it? 10.5?
10.5, I think it was.
No.
Because now they get that extra game. So.
Oh, definitely not. Like, I'm sure that team can still go 11-6 or 12-5.
Yeah. You'd have to think so.
No, and then who knows what they'll do in the playoffs. They might make the NFC title game again. Who cares? The Bucks won a title. Who cares? The Brewers are in first place by 7 games.
Who cares?
This shit doesn't even start till September.
Yeah, you get the Brewers next, and then you can worry about the Packers.
That was another thing about Rodgers. So, there was a funny cartoon ran across Milwaukee Twitter the past week after the Bucks won the title, and it's got a picture of Giannis sitting on the throne, and Giannis is thanking everyone, and he's like, "I'm humbled and all that. Thanks, Milwaukee." And then you have Court Jester Rodgers crying for attention on the sidelines. Like, it's exactly what this is. Like, you're not the boss of Wisconsin anymore, and you just want your attention. And unfortunately, he got it.
Yeah, he did. Got a lot of it. Some teams were ringing the Packers off the hook as well.
Yeah. I'm sure they just got hung up on. That's what I would have done.
They did.
Yeah, not trading him.
Yeah, none of them even got talked to.
He's sitting for the next 2 or 3 years. That's that. Too bad, so sad. I don't even care if the Packers suck. We got the Bucks. We got Giannis for another 5 years. Sorry, Phoenix.
He loves his Chick-fil-A.
Sorry in advance. Yeah. Helping that local business.
And the Brewers are up 7-1.
Yeah, exactly. Why are we worrying about Green Bay? We got much better teams. Green Bay is the worst team in this goddamn state. We even got Marquette. I don't know what Marquette's going to do, but we got Marquette. We got Shaka Smart now in Marquette.
Yeah, and UW Milwaukee got the best player available. Or the second best, whatever. The one that was supposed to – they got a guy that was supposed to go to Duke.
Yeah. What an idiot.
He wants to go to UW Milwaukee. The Panthers.
What an idiot.
The Panthers.
Maybe he just wants to be close to Fiserv because they play right next door. I have no idea. I don't know what that guy was thinking. He's an idiot.
Well, on that note, I think that was a pretty good breakdown.
I would say so.
Whitey's the champion. We're going to come in here and bust open a bottle of champagne, but
that's damn right.
We know we got a lot of listeners in Arizona that we value.
We're going to soak everything in here except Oscar Robertson. He's untouchable.
And in case you missed it, make sure you listen to the archive. We had rapper Royal Rizzo, who's on this song, playing in the background. He's doing a lot of other things. Good interview, man. Good interview. One of your favorites, I know. And he promised Whitey some memorabilia.
I like it.
And a potential tattoo.
Maybe.
See, stranger things have happened.
That
in here
is
with
true.
Whitey.
That's true.
When he belted out the black.
Yeah, I was
national
gonna
anthem.
say next time Rizzo's on, I'm gonna sing the black national anthem to him.
He'll join you. All right. On that note, I'm Antoine. Whitey, thanks for coming in. Stream 35 Radio. Make sure you follow it. And Pressbox Party. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Later.
Going